Hey guys, how's it going? Odyssey here. Welcome back to the channel and thank you for your support on the channel as well. We are well over 50 subscribers. You guys are absolutely amazing. I am growing at a incredible pace. You know, it's starting to become even difficult to keep up with all the comments, but I can promise you I always reply to every single comment I get on my videos, so thank you so much. And I take your feedback on board. You know, I create videos on what you want to see so going forward, so you know, drop me a comment down below and let me know what you would like to see going forward in the channel. Anyway, with that all out of the way, let's talk about the 3-4-2-1. Very interesting formation. That's the first thing I will say going into this video. I use a lot of the 3-5-2. You know, I can't say I've used an awful lot of the 3-4-2-1. I went out, spent a week on the formation, had a look at different tactics, sort of different instructions. How can we set up the formation in the most effective way? And I want to tell you, when I do a formation guide, I don't just go out on one evening and play a bunch of games and, you know, test it. We take time, we jot down the strengths, the weaknesses, we assess, analyze. I do all that work for you so I can bring you a very comprehensive formation guide going forward. So the 3-4-2-1, the best way I think to set it up is split it down the middle. You've got a right hand side that does one thing and you've got a left hand side that does another thing. Don't try and, you know, set up two wings doing the same kind of thing. If your opponent starts to catch on to that, he's going to start exploiting weaknesses. So you know, you want to set up the right hand side very different to the left hand side, because that's what I think this formation needs. Anyway, more on that now. Cuadrado staying wide, getting in behind, creating a sort of crossing option to us. Alexandro dropping into the midfield, supporting Rabiot. Arthur and Ramsey exchanging positions and creating a sort of threat going forward there. Ramsey playing that false nine, Arthur getting forward to support, and Rabiot covering for him. Dybala is going to be drifting wide, creating some natural width down that left hand side, with Alexandro tucking in to support Rabiot in the middle of the pitch, and Ronaldo playing as our target man to both allow us to play the ball into his feet and create opportunities that way, into Ramsey dropping into space in front of the midfield, and of course in allowing us to have a crossing option with Cuadrado getting down the right hand side. And you all know by now, if you've seen a lot of my videos, how much of a fan of crossing I am this year and how effective it really is. I'm so surprised it isn't considered to be, you know, and not a word that I like to throw around quite a lot on this channel, which is meta, because to me it is very underutilized and has a very good place within the meta, in my opinion. Of course, check out my other crossing guides if you want more information on that. I'm not going to go into a great amount of detail. However, this formation does play quite nicely into the crossing style as well as one of our options going forward. Anyway, into tactics. Balanced defensive style. We've got width. We've got a lot of bodies in the middle of the pitch as well. Of course, we've got two centre forwards and a striker, as well as two wingers. We're naturally quite high up the pitch. There's no need to overcommit in a defensive style sense of play. A lot of depth allows us to squeeze the midfield, prevent your opponent from finding balls in behind as well. They can most likely be playing with a cam or a CDM. It's usually what you tend to see. So we're placing a lot of pressure on them, not allowing them to find spaces in behind us. Now, offensive style possession. You don't see an awful lot of that these days, and there really is a place for it with this formation. You've got so many bodies in the midfield. You know, you've got four midfielders, two centre mids, two wingers. You've also got two centre forwards, one of those playing a false nine, so effectively a 3-5, and then of course that other centre forward dropping in as well. Ronaldo playing that target man role. It's effectively like a 3-7. You know, so you're able to control the tempo of the play. You're picking your options as well. Do you want to go down the right hand side, look at Cuadrado to cross it in? Do you want to play it into Dybala's feet, Ramsey's feet, Ronaldo? Do you want Arthur to get forward and Ramsey to drop in, Alexandro coming into the middle? Possession is the name of the game. We control the ball, and of course we dictate the tempo of the play. We've split our formation nicely down the middle. We've got attacking options down the right in terms of going wide. We've also got Arthur and Ramsey interchanging in the middle, and down the left hand side we've got Dybala drifting wide, getting in behind, providing support to Ronaldo in that sense. So when Ronaldo drops in, the Dybala is drifting wide and then coming in very nicely to finish off any chances in that sort of avenue. So heading down the left hand side and then cutting into the center as well, which is also really effective on any sort of counter attacks. Alexandro's coming back to defend, cutting inside and coming short, so that allows us, combined with the 3 width, to sort of condense the the four midfielders. But with Cuadrado on stay wide, he's going to be playing quite more wide than Alexandro will. So you'll see how it exactly lines up when we go through the clips in more detail. That can be quite confusing to get your head around, but I can assure you it does work. So Alexandro almost plays like a centre midfielder. Rabiot is covering the centre because Arthur's going to be getting forwards, but obviously Ramsey's coming back to support as well. But just in case he's caught out, Rabiot goes across to support, and then Alexandro picks up that vacated space that Rabiot creates as well. So Arthur getting forward down that right hand side allows us to have Ramsey on false 9, so he can pick up some space in front of Rabiot. So if Dybala's drifted wide, it doesn't mean that we haven't got an option on that left hand side, and that is so important for us going forward, because if Dybala is disconnected because Alexandro is not playing that forward, it doesn't create an option for us down that left hand side. So you need Ramsey to play in that false 9, and Arthur getting forward means that Ramsey can vacate that space and move across to the left hand side, which is so important in this formation as well. So very interesting dynamic, lots of variables going on. You need to assess how your opponent's defending and choosing which option is best for you. Is it best to play into Ronaldo's feet and look for Dybala in behind? Or is it best to go down the right hand side, cross the ball in with Cuadrado and find Ronaldo as our target man? If both of those options aren't available to us, we've got Arthur getting forward and Ramsey dropping into the hold as well to find Arthur making a run in behind as well. So lots of different options available to us. Great formation as well. Let's touch on the defensive sense. 5-3-2 defensively. The two wingers are coming back to defend, and of course that's Ramsey coming back to support the centre midfielders in Rabiot and Arthur as well, leaving Dybala and Ronaldo up top. In terms of the two strikers, you almost got Ronaldo as your centre one, then Dybala playing off the left hand side, sort of like the Thierry Henry sort of style where he plays quite wide then comes in and supports Ronaldo through the centre. So that's the end of the formation guide. Let's jump into the clips now and I can show you exactly how it plays. So the first clip here, we've got Arthur picking up the ball in the middle of the pitch. Ronaldo's dropped because he's playing that target man role. He's looking for options. Ramsey's in front of him. Back to Arthur, and you see Arthur coming forward to support means that we can, have options down that right hand side. So when Dybala makes the run, Ronaldo is our target man. So the opponent had to mark that back post option, which created space for Ronaldo there. Our opponent coming forward, we're just assessing our options, and look how difficult we are to break down. We've got 3 central players and 5 defenders. We're just waiting for our opportunity to win the ball back. Ramsey's dropped into that space as well. Dybala's there, like I touched on, supporting Ronaldo in the middle of the pitch, and now we've got the run on clear with Cuadrado down the right hand side. Back into Ramsey here, you've got Rabiot who's offering that option to rotate the ball on down the left hand side. Of course, Dybala dropping in as well. Nice 1-2 with Ramsey and Ronaldo there, creating a great goal scoring opportunity for us. And as you can see, a lot of attacks start from the back for us. We're waiting, we're dictating the play, we're waiting for our options, playing the percentage pass. We've got Ramsey making his way forward. He's created that pocket of space available for Cuadrado by dropping in into that late run. And of course, I just have to say, Ronaldo is a machine in terms of crossing the ball into. A great target man. I really do put him up there with the likes of Haaland and Lewandowski. Absolute machine crossing the ball in. And a lot of people will naturally look at his stats and think he was a great option in terms of getting in behind, but you are not utilising him enough if you don't play that target man style. As you can see on that last clip, Arthur getting forward instead of Ramsey there and offering us an option coming forward, and a nice finish from him there also. We've doubled up down the right hand side, Arthur and Ramsey creating an option for the cross, and of course Ronaldo playing that target man role. Very nice. Target man means that they'll make the option in the box for the cross. They won't sort of get in behind in terms of looking for a through ball. So that's why the target man tactic is quite vital in this formation in terms of creating you a crossing option. Once again, exploiting the right hand side with Ramsey and Arthur doubling up. And if you're not quite sure what I mean by that, with Arthur getting forward and Ramsey also down that right hand side playing that false 9 role, it means that your opponent's left back will start to tuck in to sort of cover and support the centre back because Arthur's getting forward, which means that we've got that option with Cuadrado down that right hand side. But at the same time, if that's not working, we can rotate the ball around like we are now, and look for Alexandro and Dybala, drifting wide and then finding that space in behind as well. So coming forward, Ramsey offering us a nice option here as well, just waiting on the edge of the box for our opportunity to find the ball in behind. drifting wide for Dybala there, and then Rabiot rotating for us. Ronaldo, nice 1-2, and it was just a matter of time. There were so many options for us to play on the edge of the box and just sort of wait for our opportunity to attack. You know, I welcome defenders playing deep in this formation. I'm very happy for you to do that. If you want to play a narrow, deep defensive line, I'll happily take my time on the edge of your box and wait for my option to create a goal scoring opportunity here. Rabiot playing that defensive role, picking up the ball. Ramsey's dropped deep as well. Arthur's down that right hand side. Nice ball into Ronaldo playing that target man role. Alex Sandro's made the overlap. Of course, Ronaldo's made that late run into the box. Perfect. You know, I couldn't honestly ask for more with this sort of formation and the tactics. Everyone is sort of doing their role perfectly, as I would imagine there as well. Nice 1-2, Ramsey making his way forward. Great run from Cuadrado. You know what we're going to do here. We're just looking for our option. Dybala's made the late run into the box, and a great finish from him there. As you're going to see, we're going through these clips, lots of different goals being scored. You know, it's not the same monotonous, you know, what you see with the 4-1-2-1-2, 1-2 between the strikers, you know, and then a simple goal running in behind. Lots of different variety there. This time, Dybala making that late run into the box once again down that left-hand side, almost playing like a left forward, not a centre forward. And that's what we want from him as well. Ronaldo always playing that target man. He's always available for the ball to feet. This time Ronaldo getting forward. Alex Sandro, as you can see there, is taking up that central position. Dybala's creating that natural width for you as well. Nice interchange of passes. Now Alex Sandro's made his way out wide. We're going to be coming back as well, rotating the ball round. Arthur's now popped up on the left hand side, but don't have no fear. You know, Ronaldo's now dropped in for the ball to feet. Cuadrado, nice 1-2. You know, he tried to score, unlucky there. The high depth allows us to squeeze the midfield, win the ball back very easily as well. Now we're going to be trying a different attacking option. The cross hasn't worked. Have we got a 1-2 option here? Arthur's made his way forward. Nice 1-2. And what more could you ask? Lots of different sort of goals being scored in this formation. That's what I love about this type of setup as well. It's so difficult for your opponent to deal with because there's so many different attacking options available to us here. Driven cross into Ronaldo, unlucky with the finish, but we're able to pick up the seconds there. Ramsey finding his way in a deep position as well because Arthur's made his way forward, so he's playing that role instead. Alex Sandro and Rabiot playing some 1-2s. Ronaldo's looking for the ball to feet. Back to Rabiot, assessing our options there again. Arthur's made his way forward. Ramsey's found a nice ball with Cuadrado, and with Ramsey dropping in, it allowed us to create that opportunity down that right hand side with Cuadrado there. Ramsey's finding Rabiot there, who's made his way forward. We've triggered a manual run there. And now Alex Sandro into Dybala, who's drifting into a nice position. Easy cross into Ronaldo. It's a no-brainer. You play the ball in the air there. You know, you could look for the ball to feet, but I'm not risking everything. For me, I know crossing situations well enough to execute a perfectly positioned cross and finish it off very nicely. Ronaldo at the back post, and once again, there's only one winner. You know, check out my crossing guide if you want more information on how exactly we're crossing that in. Semi-assisted crossing as well allows us to cross the ball into the perfect space. Here, nice options available to us. Nice 1-2s in the center of the pitch. We're just waiting and dictating our play, and that's all what this formation is about. It's literally a case of assessing what's happening in front of us, being aware of the different options available to us, and then just picking them out at a time that suits us really. A lot of attacks starting at the back as well. Arthur finding his way in there. Ramsey's there to support. Dybala's found his way on the right hand side here now. That's because of the narrow width that we're playing. Nice run on the outside from Alex Sandro because Dybala's there, and an easy finish into the far post as well. Perfect for us. Here we've got Arthur playing some 1-2s with the defenders who are more than capable technically. There into Ronaldo, and Cuadrado's found himself on the overlap, which is happening time and time again. Into the back post with the run from Dybala, and he's going to come from the left hand side, make his way into the box. So his option from across will always be to the back post, not to the centre as well, because we know he's not as effective in the centre. We're going to be coming up against centre back, so he's not going to have the best option to win headers. So you know, allow him to come in behind a fullback and score a nice volley instead. Arthur made his way forward. Great run from Dybala as well, finding his way in behind, and that is also an option that's available to you, that quick counter attack. So not only have you got possession available, but because Arthur and Ramsey are making their way forwards, it gives us the option as well for a quick counter attack. So Rabiot here picking up the ball into Arthur, who's made his way into a central position. Nice option available there with Ramsey making his way to the left hand side, and that's all able to be done because of Arthur playing down the right hand side. Easy run into Cuadrado and then finish it off with a beautiful header from Ronaldo. And then into the final clip here, Rabiot's finding himself a bit of space. Dybala's drifted wide into Ronaldo here. Nice touch and a little dink over the keeper. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Be sure to drop a comment down below. Let me know what you would like to see in the future. But as always guys, have a great evening and I will catch you next time.